guys to hold it together for me right now. I was just telling my mom I didn't follow my journalism path because I hated speaking in front of people, but here I go. First of all, I want to thank all of you. This is extremely overwhelming. There's so much love that I just know that everybody's going to be okay because we have each other. This force of energy that I'm feeling is him. He was the biggest force of energy that I have ever known, and I think most of us can feel the same way. But he believed in energy, and so I could sit here. It would be easy to keep questioning things and wondering what I could have done to prevent this, and trust me, I was trying to help him feel better. I could tell you to listen to your bodies and get second opinions, which you should, and that you don't always have to be so tough. However, that isn't going to allow any of us to heal, so I'm finding peace in a different space, a space that Adam was in. I know there are many belief systems in this room, but Adam was on a special journey and he was very self-aware. He was a very old soul and he knew it. He knew how to read before he was even taught how to read. I learned that from his mother. He had a solution for everything in every situation. We all went to him for advice and he always had an answer. He was wise beyond his years. As a child, his mother gave him the book Siddhartha about Buddha before he became an enlightened Buddha, which is a story I don't think any 8-year-old would ever understand. He got it though, and he channeled it for 30 years. In a nutshell, Siddhartha goes through chapters of his life, leaving things behind, searching for meaning, many experiences, struggles, and realizations before his real life begins. And then he finds complete peace and wisdom to become enlightened and move on to the next journey. In Buddhism, death is not the end of life, just the end of the body we inhabit in this life. Your spirit moves on to another life, and according to the way you live, which for him was with integrity and love, so he's definitely in a better place now, and he's off to help other people. Strangely, the woman in the book that teaches him all she knows about love, her name is Kamala, which is one letter off of my name, and I have a very rare name. When I read it, I was tripping out, and he looked at me calmly and said, "Yes, I know." He told me he was Siddhartha, and this was his story. So I just kind of laughed, but the story was written almost a century ago, and was basically his life, and at this moment it's making all the sense in the world. So he was my twin flame, and our souls recognized each other the moment that we met, and from there it just was what it was. As we all know, his mind was genius. I think he was working so fast to do so much because he would move on sooner than most. The spiritual warrior that he was had finally reached enlightenment. The last few months, he would meditate every morning and count his blessings when he was done. He made sure I was able to get to total mind relaxation with it too. He was adamant that I learn how. I believe because he wanted to know that I would be okay. He was in such a good place. No more chasing idealist dreams, just living in the present and being happy. A quote from Buddha: "In the end, only 3 things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of the things not meant for you." Adam's capacity to love people and help people was unparalleled. He loved with a love that was so raw and rare and taught those around him how to be better people. He struggled at feeling like he had not given out enough personal attention to each person in his life. Now we know that he had the need to touch as many people as he could on his borrowed time in this life. His gentle voice, with his gentle, thoughtful words, brilliant mind, and humble personality were so unique. He moved from chapter to chapter on his journey here, taking and leaving what he needed with grace to lead him to where he was supposed to be. His energy is everywhere right now. From the strongest aurora borealis my homeland Alaska has ever seen beginning the day that he left us, to the intense lightning and mega rainbow that followed in the skies over Vegas the other day when Bella and her family were at my home. Take comfort in knowing that this is him and he is on to help others in another place and knows we will all be more than okay. Nature was his church, his happy place, especially at the ocean where he found the most beauty in a sunset over the beach. That's where you will find him most. Let's all carry him in our hearts forever, and in times of confusion, I know I will ask, what would Adam do? From here, I think I will find what I'm looking for. Hopefully you can too. Isabella, you were his pride and joy. He worried about your happiness constantly and always wanted to know that you were happy and having fun. You were such a blessing to him. Please stay happy and healthy always, the way he would want you, his little pumpkin head. He is with you, and I'm so sorry for your loss, baby. Lastly, life can be short. Let's just all practice love and kindness. Hold your loved ones tight and live in the moment. We never know when our journey here will end. Peace, light, and love to all of you.